Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Flagstaff Microlite 21 FBRS. It's 23 models, kind of sharp. I'm here to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite. A few things to take into consideration when you're parking. On your campsite, be plenty of room for your awning. It's only about half out right now. On your off campsite, besides your slide, I also want you to think about where your power and water connections are going to be. They're going to be right next to each other, right behind your rear tire on your off camp side or driver's side of your tow vehicle. So park accordingly so you can utilize the facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook our hitch, first thing we're going to do is level our unit. Unit comes with a power tongue jack, night docking light should you arrive at night. Simply lower or raise this unit until you're level. Underneath this rubber stopper, should you by chance lose power, the smaller of the two hand cranks will get down in here onto a bolt that'll get this up and down. Speaking of power, check your battery posts every now and then. Make sure nothing's wiggled loose over time. Once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit. Got these scissor stabilizing jacks. I'm going to come over to the other side so I can reach inside to get the hand crank. These magnet right up against the wall is kind of nice here. I am going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris. Hot black top in the summer, it'll better distribute the weight. Get a 4-pack of those from our store with your 10% off coupon. You can use an impact driver or a drill gun. These will come down in like 2 seconds. These are sitting low enough, don't have to do it. Now remember, we're not going to change the levelness of our unit. It's already level, we just want to stabilize it. So once we have any type of resistance on our hand crank and it feels like it's going to lift, that's when you're going to want to stop. Once we got our unit level, stable all the way around, get all four of them down, we can hook up our power and water. Big long 30 amp cord plugs in here on the side. It kind of goes in, say at 11 o'clock. This means you have power. That blue there. Put it in at 11, twist it to the right till noon, and then put on your black washer to lock that on there. Now, if you need to plug into a 110, at the end of this 30 amp, you can use this 30 to 15 amp reducer. That also comes with your convenience pack. Now we got our power hooked up. Let's go ahead and hook up our water. Here's our little docking station. We got city water, tank flush, and antifreeze inlet. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce water pressure 40-50 psi, protecting the lines in unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit because you don't know what the water pressure is at different campsites. Hook that up. Hook up your hose. One more step before turning that on. Come up here to your hot water heater. All we're doing at this point is making sure our drain plug's back in there. Throw a little plumber's tape around that, and that putty will gum up on you. Some plumber's tape, get that around there nice and snug. That's about 1 1/8 socket. Get that in there tight, and you can go ahead and turn that hose on. After that hose has been on for a few minutes, we're going to go up inside here and open up this slide. Because what you're going to do is you're going to go inside and open up all of your water lines. Inside the unit to the right is our control panel. Turn on our interior lights and hit out on the slide. Again, we're just getting in here. You didn't necessarily have to get the slide open to do this one, but I want to get in here and open up the water lines in our bathroom and our sink. Get a nice steady flow of water going through them. Then we know they're all set. You can shut them off. You're not ready to camp. Now let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go dry camping or boondocking, they like to call it. In that case, we have a different spot to put our water. Fresh water tank up here toward the front. This is the left of our hot water heater here. No need for a water pressure regulator here. You simply gravity fill this with a hose. 2 ways to tell it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right here. Or 2 on the inside where you check the levels of your black and gray tanks. There's also a freshwater button. Once it's full, don't leave it unattended while you're filling it. Once it's full, remove that hose, put this cap back on there, and then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump. Don't turn on your water pump and hooked up to that city water back there. That's already pressurized. All right, we're all set up for power and water to camp. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. Continuing here on the off-camp side. Docking light for that front light there. Pass-through storage with our table that'll fit on the other side. I'll show you where that goes. Again, our fresh water, hot water heater, freshwater drain. Our slide with the storage drawer here. That's behind our sofa on the inside. That's our table that's in there now. Little docking station here. City water. Tank flush. We'll talk about that when dumping our black and gray tanks. And then antifreeze inlet for when you want to winterize the unit. Up here's satellite and cable. Again, our black and gray tanks. Spare tire with a cover. Got a hot and cold outdoor shower here. You're prepped for a backup camera. Got a ladder, utilize it. Go up there a couple times a year, check the seams of your roof and caulk as needed with recommended RV roofing caulk. Your awning also has a pitch control. If it's out a little further, you can pull down on this. It'll still do it from here. That'll tilt your awning away. Down our campsite, we've got a vent for our hood vent inside. A couple of outdoor speakers. You're prepped for a TV out here. TV can hook on here. Cable and set, or 110 and cable here. Flue for your furnace. A couple things on this. One, make sure it's never blocked. Two, if you are running your furnace, steer clear of that. It does get hot. That table that's in there will set here, as well your griddle. And right there's your quick connect LP for that. Again, our pass-through storage. 2 spots for these jack handles. One here and then the other one up there as well. You're prepped for solar. You can plug in a solar panel right here and that'll trickle charge your batteries. Your propane does come with a cover on a regulator. Simply point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty-loosey to open. Last thing down in here, we have a battery disconnect. That will disconnect all the battery power to your unit. That'll come important later on the inside when I talk about your carbon monoxide propane detector. Well, it covers everything out here. Let's take a look on the inside. Coming up inside the unit, first thing I always like to point out, your fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located by the entry doorway. To the right, the entry doorway, coming up here is your control panel. I'm gonna go right to the awning. Awning won't open up all the way here because of the wall, but when you run that awning out, extend, you're only gonna want to run it out until you see a flap fall down and you can see your brown bar. If you were to hold that down, it would continue to run itself out, up and onto itself. Start running itself up backwards, so keep an eye on it when you run it out. Don't run it out further than you need to. As that comes in, I'll show off my awning light and tell you that slam locks work best when gently slammed. Alright, I'm going to stay on the control panel here. So here's where you can see the levels of your fresh black and gray tanks. Here's your brand new battery, awning light, step light, interior light, bedroom light, Bluetooth connection. I'm going to send you info on hooking up your Wi-Fi Ranger, tire pressure monitoring system, and your Go Solar control panel. So those all be separate videos. You can hook up your phone to this, to the WeRV app, and be able to run just about everything from your phone. Continue down here, Wi-Fi booster. Your water heater if hooked to gas, your water heater if hooked to electric. It does make a difference, so choose correctly. Here's your water pump when using fresh water. Your tank heater, that'll just turn on a 12-volt pad on your tanks to keep them from freezing in inclement weather. Awning control and slide control. Go Solar control panel. I'm going to send you a separate video from them, and they're just going to show you how to go through and setup. Make sure that you stay on flooded battery. And again, I'll send you a video for tire pressure monitoring system. Alright, we have a self-explanatory microwave. Get that working. Light and fan. Above your glass top. These cooktops make an excellent backsplash. Just flip them back like that. Turn on your panel light. Turn that to high. Hit your spark. And that's how all these are going to light. Including your oven. Turn that to your light. Hit your spark. That will light your pilot light. And then just turn it to your desired temperature. No need to get in there like that anymore. Rock this panel light down. It becomes an oven light. Your accent lighting above our sink, as well as butcher block covers and drying rack. Go through here for information on any of your appliances. Make sure that you register any that may need it. Find your remote for your TV here. I found your remote for that. Biggest thing with these is once you arrive at a campsite, go into your home. Go into digital channel scan, run your digital channel scan so that you'll pick up all the local channels. Before you run that scan, you see your TV's on a swivel here. Before you run that scan, get over here on the wall. Make sure that that green light is on. There's a little button right here, and that is your digital channel enhancer antenna. So make sure that that's on to pick up more channels. This is Connex eTV, so you have everything on here, your TV, Bluetooth, AM, FM, or FM radio, excuse me. Let's see if I can get a channel to come in here. Probably not very well, but dual zoned. We're in the middle of a metal building, might not pick up any, but AM, FM, everything's on this really cool sound system. There's an antenna on that as well. I mean a information pack on how that remote works as well. Storage underneath the bed. Drawers, 110s, charging ports. This is a light for up above your bed. You can shut off once you're in bed. Here's your inverter. Here's your sofa that would jackknife down into a bed as well. Your griddle for outdoors. Our smoke alarm over here on the wall is going to be our thermostat. Turn the air on. Shut the air off. Shuts right off. Turn my heat on. Shut my heat off. Always takes a little while and a few minutes for the heat fan, the furnace fan, to actually cycle through before it shuts off. 110 there. Fridge controls are inside, but our safety strap to keep this from bouncing open on you down the road is out here. Below that's going to be your 12-volt carbon monoxide propane detector and your breaker box and fuses. Got a ton of 15s in there, a 20, a 40. I recommend having some of those with you when you go camping. In our bathroom, a shower that we want to snap closed for travel. Lights, we have a hand crank open power exhaust vent here with 4 different speeds. 110 with GFCI reset and access panel to your plumbing. It about covers everything in here. Act like we're leaving the campsite and close the unit up. I began with shutting off my interior lights. All my lights are off now, and now I know any other lights that are on in here are just accent lights. Come back to my control panel, turn on interior, and hit slide in. Go through the unit, make sure nothing's going to impede this slide from coming in. Check all of your vents, make sure everything's closed, all of your windows. batten down the hatches as far as putting anything away that can bounce around your unit while you're traveling. And we'll exit the unit. Oh, shut off our interior lights. And exit the unit. Again, biggest thing on these steps, bringing them up or down, is to make sure this exterior door is all the way open. That way this won't catch on it. Feet are also adjustable. By pushing in on this and lock that in there. When you're traveling, lock and deadbolt this door, lift and turn that handle. Alright, if we're out dry camping, moondocking, we're gonna come over here, dump this freshwater drain, bring up our stabilizing jacks, and either head home or to the nearest dump station, whatever we're in need of. If we're at a campsite, we're gonna unhook our power, our water, our cable, bring up our stabilizing jacks, and head on up to the dump station. At the dump station, park accordingly. Your dump's gonna be right behind your tires on your driver's side of your tow vehicle or off camp side. That 10-foot hose comes with your convenience pack. Arrive, hook that up, and pull this black handle. That's gonna be your sewage. Once that sounds like it's no longer draining, go inside, check the levels of your black tank. If it shows empty, come back out here, leave that handle open, grab the hose at the dump station and hook it up to tank flush. Top one here, hook that up, again emphasizing leaving your black handle open. Let that run for a good 5 minutes. That'll wash all that nastiness out of your black tank. When that's done, close that up, remove that hose, make sure all that water you just put in there is drained out. Close your black and pull your gray. Now while my grays are draining, I'll go ahead and dump my low point drains. I should actually, over on the campsite here. Over here on the campsite, just below your furnace flue, there's gonna be low point drains. Dump them out. And when we're done, put your cap back on those. If we're done camping for a while, just go ahead and dump the hot water out of your hot water heater. Be careful. Push that back down. Pull your drain plug. When that gray is done, close that back up, remove your sewage hose, and conveniently and sanitarily store that baby right inside there and head on home. Again, well, thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Microlite for many years to come. Happy camping.